Now, what lesson do you think you're going to have to learn?
I'm going to have to learn to be a lot. I already know my lesson.
Well, you think you know her lesson? Let's see if you know it.
No.
Go ahead.
I think, especially I think I'm pretty grounded when it comes to this is what I need to get done. I have schoolwork and I can balance a lot better than I thought I could because I just think I can. I hope I can. But I'm pretty okay in that. I think I just need to be particular with who I surround myself with. Because I think if I surround myself with people that, are not going to set time aside for studying or only focus on partying or only focus on school, I'll be really unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just need to be very particular with who I surround myself with, which is going to be really hard in the beginning of college because you don't know anyone, like you're new. But I think like that's what I'm going to try and work on.
So how do you do that?
I don't know.
Talk to people?
Yeah, I guess like you just try and expose yourself to as many people as possible. Like that's what I would do is I would go and be as extroverted as I can be. And then usually the people that I click with, like Daisy's a perfect example. Like I was trying to be as social as I could be freshman year. It wasn't very successful. And I fell in with a group that was really sweet, but they just weren't my vibe. Like we didn't have like the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
And
the group as a whole.
Yeah, the group as a whole. And so freshman year, I started talking to Daisy and we really got along. And then we didn't really talk sophomore year, but junior year, we like kind of got back together.
Well, sophomore year, you were in a pandemic.
Yeah, well, that's definitely why.
Yeah.
But junior year, we kind of like, we always stayed in contact. Like we always would find an excuse to talk to each other. And then she just randomly was like, oh, can you drive me to school? And I started taking her to carpool, and then we became like best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think if you expose yourself to as many people as possible, the people that want to stick around you or like you will stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then those people you can decide, oh, I actually really like you. Or, oh, maybe you're not a person I need to spend every day with, but you're cool.
Yeah.
Or someone that's like, oh, you know what? You're not who I'm looking for right now. I'll see you at a party and I'll say hi, but I don't think I need you right now. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do.
That's good. One of the things you can do is to do something you are genuinely interested in, like join a running club or a hiking club or a crochet club. Yeah. Or, if you really like working out, go to the gym regularly and try to meet people there. There's at your particular school, there's a lot of places to hang out on campus. There's like, wellness centers and fitness centers and obviously a library or whatever. I think I know when we moved, there's a hair on my mic and I keep seeing it move. When we moved here to this neighborhood or to the neighborhood where you guys were in elementary school, I thought to myself, I'm going to volunteer because volunteerism is important to me. I think it is important to volunteer. There's opportunities to volunteer in the classroom, and I'm going to do that. And when I do that, I will find people who think like I do. Now, inarguably, my closest friends came from those volunteer opportunities. Like, absolutely. Sandy, Kathy, Lynn, Jeannie, Paula, Jennifer Cowgill, all these wonderful people, Maura, came from that mindset of volunteerism. Well, I'm not best friends with all of them, but I have a large group of people where we have a similar value system. So I think that's important when you start thinking about finding friends, is that you find places where that value system lines up. Like at our orientation, this one girl said, the best thing I ever did was join the running club. I love to run. I run every day by myself. I don't need anybody to run with me. But that's how I met people. And you meet people in all majors, business major, engineering major, science major, business history major. Yeah, but all types of people like to run. So she said some of her closest friends are from the running club. So I think that's a good way, not just when you go to college, but when you go through life. If you find I've lived in a lot of new cities, and that's how I met a lot of my friends. When I moved to New York City, I volunteered in the soup kitchen every Sunday. And that's one of the ways I've met one of my friends. I met friends in acting class because we all liked acting. And so really knowing who you are and what works for you without any other person, and then finding where those opportunities exist in other places is a really good place to start.
Yeah.
So you'll meet people in class, and you can rush a sorority. You could play
I was just going to do
sport.
that just to say I did it and to meet people. I don't think I want to join a sorority, but I think I would rush to just rush.
You can rush, and you can rush to join, and no one will judge you if you join a sorority, and no one will judge you if you don't join a sorority.